A man in a wheelchair rolled toward the cage of a massive lion. Everyone held their breath. Years ago, he had saved this beast's life. But what happened when they met again? No one was prepared for, and it brought the entire crowd to tears. Long before the wheelchair, before the world saw him as fragile, he was strong. His name was David. Years earlier, while volunteering in Africa, he discovered a young lion cub trapped in a cruel poacher's snare. The cub's paw was torn and bleeding, its cries echoing through the wilderness. Many would have turned away in fear, but not him. He cut the wire, carried the cub to safety, and nursed it back to health. For weeks, the little lion slept curled at his side, and when it was strong enough, he returned it to the wild. David named the lion Leo. Their bond was wordless but powerful. The boy and the cub, both lonely in their own way, found comfort in each other, but life pulled them apart. David returned home, believing he would never see the lion again. Still, in the quiet of his nights, he often wondered if Leo remembered him. Years passed. One rainy evening, tragedy struck. A car accident left David paralyzed from the waist down. The once fearless adventurer was now confined to a wheelchair. Friends whispered that his days of travel were over, that his connection to the wild was just a memory. But inside, David carried one burning thought. I need to see him again before it's too late. Against all odds, David returned to Africa. His hands trembled as the wheels of his chair crunched across the dirt paths of the reserve. Tourists gathered, guides whispered warnings. Lions don't remember. Don't get too close. But David's heart pounded with hope. The gates creaked open, and there he was, a full-grown lion, mane golden like fire under the sun, the same cub he once saved, now a king. The crowd gasped as Leo's eyes locked onto the man in the chair. For a tense moment, silence hung heavy. Would the beast attack? Would instinct replace memory? Suddenly, the lion sprang forward. Gasps filled the air. Guides reached for their rifles. David closed his eyes, whispering a prayer. But instead of teeth, there was warmth. The great lion pressed his massive head into David's chest, purring like a giant cat. Tears streamed down the man's face as he whispered, "You remember me." What happened next stunned everyone. The lion crouched low, almost bowing, as if acknowledging the fragile human before him. Then, with gentle nudges, he tried to lift the wheelchair forward, as though inviting David to roll into his world once more. The bond had not only survived, it had grown stronger. Tourists and staff wiped their eyes. Cameras shook as people tried to capture the moment. But many couldn't see through their own tears. For David, the wheelchair disappeared. In that moment, he wasn't broken. He was the boy who once saved a lion cub's life, and was now being thanked by the king of the jungle himself. But hidden behind the tears was another truth. The reserve had been planning to transfer Leo to another location, a facility where he'd be kept away from visitors forever. When David heard this, his heart sank. He couldn't let their bond be severed again. So he made a vow, one that shocked everyone. If he remembers me, then I will fight for him until my last breath. That day, David didn't just reunite with the lion. He became the voice of a movement, fighting for wildlife, inspiring millions, and proving that love between man and beast was stronger than fear, distance, or time. And Leo, he never forgot the man who gave him life. Every time David returned, the lion came running, not as a beast of the wild, but as a friend. A man rescued a cub, a lion remembered a man, and together they reminded the world that love never forgets.